Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Broadcasting into Rumble itself, Locals, YouTube Live, Twitch, Facebook, the public Facebook, the real Fireman Rich, and also Kick at Fireman Rich. This is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay on all those fine social media platforms that I'm on. And I'm on a host of others. Just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see, or else check the description on whatever platform you may be on. It's that simple. And pretty amazing when I Google at Fireman Rich and see it's like I've been on this internet too long. You got me all pegged out there. But we are here on this Friday, 10.04.2024. Current time is 06:02 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. We're getting a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD, and I do have the morning coffee. It would not be a morning broadcast unless we had it. And this is sort of a really special day. It's an anniversary for me and the missus. We've been married. Let me get it right here. I think we figured the math out yesterday, both of us. 38 years. Anniversary. Did I say that?
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that's.
And you're like, oh yeah, happy anniversary.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, happy anniversary. 38 years. Me and the missus have been married. We were married back in 1986, and it's been and it's going to continue to be a good ride and stuff. We've had some bumps along the road, primarily my bonehead antics and stuff like that, where she could have kicked me out, I guess, right off the bat, 4 times. As far as us guys, we do stupid things, but it's a Boy, she's gotten mad at me a couple of times. I don't know why you remember that over there, but I think it's because you remember the journey. For me, it's remembering the journey and the journey we've gotten here, and we're at a very comfortable spot in our lives, I think. Though there's always room for improvement and stuff like that, which we'll get to in our thought for the day, which I think is pretty good. Um, but we pushed forward. We raised two uh, two are now two children that are now young adults on their own and stuff like that. So even though they don't agree with me on a lot of things, which is fine. That's nothing wrong with that. But we've had a good marriage thus far, and it's just like anything. It takes a little bit of work. Some cases, it's maybe a lot of work or something like that. Have I, I wasn't about to walk away at the first problem that came up, mainly from this bonehead here. But I felt very lucky. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. Tina, our Jersey girl, coming in. I'm just saying, today's our me and the missus's 38th wedding anniversary. We've been married 38 years, so it's just been very, and it's going to continue. We're going to continue. It's hard to believe. It's just like you look at the time and stuff spent, and we've been very blessed. I feel. And as well as lucky because we have family members that they're on their third marriage or something like that, which I don't know, to each their own. I guess people are like that. Some people are like that. I guess for me, is I'm one shot. You're getting coffee. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Get your coffee there, girl. You gotta have, and the coffee's good this morning. Made by the missus, and so it's a benchmark in time here that is very significant for us. We're going to probably be going out to up there, the Johnson City. We don't really, our celebration at this point is just like our birthdays. We go out for a lunch or something like that. It's not we don't make a big hoorah about it. I guess, birthdays and the anniversaries more. I think both me and the missus just enjoy a nice, good lunch. It's going to be a good down. It's not going to be a McDonald's thing now. Okay, it's going to be on the level of what we had lunch last Saturday when we were with family up there in Geneva. We'll sit down, nice place. I think we're going to probably go to the Beer Tree, maybe. I don't know. There's a Dave & Buster's that just opened. We're thinking about that, but I think we're going to go to the Beer Tree. Is a solid place. We really enjoy there. They make a mean cheeseburger. I'm going to get these open. I'm going to get this open. Yeah, it's still dark out. So we're starting our day off good as far as just reflecting back on our journeys as a married couple. And, we've had a whole lot of good times. I think we've had a little, but we've had some bumpy roads, and we've had some tragedies as far as loss of family members on both sides and stuff like that. When you reflect back and stuff like that. So, but it's all good, and so just wanted to mention that at the beginning of the broadcast. It's definitely going to be a very positive day for me because it is, like I say, a benchmark that we can honestly say that we're very happily married and stuff. We're as we approach. I'm not saying we're in, but even though technically we're in age-wise, we're approaching our senior years as far as that goes, and so we'll just keep it going. Let's see. We are at Friday. We work to the weekend. We're here at the weekend. We get to enjoy the weekend for those working people. Get through the day, and your weekend will, before you know it, the work day will be over, and you'll be out there playing around, doing things on this fall weekend, and it's wasn't too bad out yesterday. It was pretty pleasant. It's definitely fall temperatures. We went for a walk yesterday. at the golf. Uh, uh, let's see. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday we went at the local park. They got a walking trail there, and then Wednesday and yesterday we went to the golf course. So we're going to do the golf course today, and then um, see what the morning brings as far as just getting our routine, as far as as far as taking care of some things, and then going out for a good lunch as far as this afternoon, and just hang out up there in the Johnson City area at the Oakdale Commons is where the beer tree is. I've talked about it before here on the broadcast. And so it should be. I don't know what's today. It's going to be a fall day today. Let's see what we have on the weather. Currently, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, it changed to 51 degrees Fahrenheit. 51. It went down a degree, so it's 51 degrees. 51. Let's change that. 51 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10.5 degrees Celsius. So it was pretty pleasant yesterday. We did get some cloudiness in the morning, but the afternoon the sun was out in full force. I was gaming here and the sun was coming in from this window, and it was just blocking I was playing PUBG Battlegrounds. I'm on a squad now there that we're playing pretty consistently this week, and we're playing really good. Very good as far as I'm having a ball. You can see the lack of what is it? The lack of me broadcasting gaming and stuff. Maybe I'll do some of that this weekend. Currently, though, it's like I said, 51 degrees Fahrenheit, 10.5 degrees Celsius, and we're going to have a mix of clouds and sun today. So it's going to be a pleasant day today. Mixing clouds during the morning, which will give way to cloudy skies this afternoon. Slight chance of an afternoon shower. High of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. We're in the 70s now here for the weekend, and or for the week for the most part. So winds light and variable. So the weather's going to be fairly decent, I think. It's autumn, it's fall. The pumpkin farms are out there. The apples are being harvested. Pretty soon, the corn out in the backyard is going to be harvested as well. And as far as that goes, and I got to get this. This right here is I got to get this charged up. This is a battery to my drone. I have a drone. I got to get some drone footage of the cornfield out back. When they harvest, I'll have that buzzing over the farmers that harvest the corn out here. There's like 15 acres of cornfield out back here. So it's going to be a pleasant day today. Like I said, high 73 degrees Fahrenheit, winds very light and variable. Sun will be rising this morning. You can see it's still dark out, but we'll be rising at 7:07, which is in about an hour and 4 minutes. So sun will be rising at 7:07 a.m. and will be setting at 6:43 p.m. And our world times the temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii. We started at 12:12 yesterday, I think, on this, yesterday during the audio podcast, because I do the same type of format in the beginning. But anyway, 12:12 a.m. currently in Honolulu, Hawaii at they're at 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, they had at 3:12 a.m. clear skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, at 5:12 a.m. Cloudy skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in New York City, the jungle at 6:12 a.m. 6:12 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Clear skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, in Cork, Ireland at 11:13 a.m. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, Italy at 12:13 p.m. Mangia in Milan, Italia. I always like saying that, along with Kuala Lumpur. But in Milan, it's cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, it's 6:13 p.m. Sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, it is cloudy at 7:13 p.m. in their evening, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And on the great continent and great country of Australia, a great friend to the United States, a good ally. In Melbourne, Australia, 8:13 p.m., 63 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy with a little clearing. And over to the east in Sydney at 8:14 p.m., also their evening as well. Cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. Our thought for the day comes from, we're in football season. Well, why not get a football quote from the famous football coach, Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi, Vincent Thomas Lombardi was an American professional football coach and executive in the National Football League. Lombardi is considered by many to be among the greatest coaches and leaders in American sports, and that he was. Green Bay Packers there he coached to a couple of champions. Did they have a Super Bowl? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he won the first Super Bowl. Green Bay won the Super. Yeah, I think was it Kansas City. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. His quote and our thought for the day is, what did I put up? The weekend edition. That's not the weekend edition. Oh, I just noticed that. I put up. Oh, did I do that? Yeah. No. Let's see. I did. I put the. It says Good Saturday Morning. I got the. That's not right. We got to change that. Holy criminy. What the hell was I doing there? Well, we're going to pause. So I got to do something here. What the heck? Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Oh, geez. We got to change that. That's completely off. The link is right, but copy and pasting this morning. I wasn't up this morning. Let's see. Let's go ahead and change this on the fly here, folks. Okay. At least on my Twitter. On the X. Let's see, that is not right. It should be up here. You bonehead. Okay, I got to change this on the Twitter. Let's go ahead. I've done this before. Sorry about that, folks. I got to change this because that's a major screw up there on the Twitter. Let me change that. It's not the weekend edition. Some people would leave it up, but I couldn't leave that up. That would bug the hell out of me all week, all day long, and stuff. The link to the broadcast is right, but I just noticed the title and date are totally off. I went a little bit too low on my copying and pasting this morning. Let's see, this will only take me a second here. Change this up. This is what happens when you broadcast and you do everything and stuff like that, which I don't mind, but I wasn't paying attention, and that's usually the one thing I forgot. I forgot to look and make sure I did the right thing here. Okay, so that's over there, and what I'm doing is I'm just reposting this broadcast on the various social media platforms that I'm on, and they are, of course, X at Fireman Rich, and I'm also over there on True Social. I find True Social to be a pretty decent one. I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with that, but I like it. And I'm also on the flip side. That's the righty. The left side, I'm over there on Blue Skies. I like Blue Skies. Blue Skies. There's a couple people I know on Blue Skies, and we're on Getter. Let's see. Let's do Gab here. Gab, delete, and then repost. Gab's okay. Getter and Gab are okay. I don't really. I don't get that much traction over there. And then over on the Facebooks, I'm starting to repost on the Tioga Fire Protection and Fire Prevention Facebook page, and also on the X page there. I forgot I have an X page here as far as that goes. Okay, there we go. We got that. That's an easy change. And then And I got the private Facebook, which probably nobody touches that link until we get up later in the day. See edit. So there we go. Those are the platforms as I'm correcting myself on the, yeah, it's the Friday Morning Coffee 10.04.2024 at Rumble Videos. We like the Rumble. The Rumble is a good place. And now we can get to the thought for the day. Now that I got my thing taken care of there. Let's see, Fireman Rich. Get the comments here. And Roscoe is dreaming. Oh, Roscoe's dreaming? You're on the Rumble there. Okay, you're over on Twitch now. Okay. Roscoe is dreaming. Okay. Roscoe's having a nice dream. Okay, we're on the Facebook. Okay, the public Facebook, the real Fireman Rich, we're on there. So let's see. Thought for the day from Vince Lombardi. We know who Vince Lombardi is, and his quote goes as follows: "Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing." You got winners, you got losers. Just like anything. We had a baseball game last night, an important baseball game, and a football game last night. We got winners and losers. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. Vince Lombardi. So the takeaway is keep on winning, keep on moving forward. And that's how I feel about being married for 38 years. It's a win-win-win. As far as each year is a win-win-win. And I've had multiple wins. I mean, I've been overly gratefully blessed in my life being married to the missus. As far as that goes, there's not a day go by. I feel thank you, Lord, just for the fact to have somebody that is literally my soulmate, I guess you could say. So there's the quote from Vince Lombardi I was talking about. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. So yes, thankful. Yes, Tita. Very thankful. And has each year been a winning year? Yes, for the most part. But like I said, there's in marriages you're going to have. I can look back, both of us, and we talk about it, and we laugh at some of the bonehead things that I did. And it primarily was, to not go into detail, was just coming home. I'm a happy drunk. Back in my day, it's just like, oh, look at this. It's like, just like, go now, freaking, or else showing up late when I should. There was a couple times that I said, oh, everything's fine, and it's like, no, she didn't know what the frick I was doing. Just hanging out with the guys there, the firefighters. And I said, oh yeah, one more drink, Sergeant Roberts, one more drink. Okay, and it's like, come stumbling through the door early in the morning after being dropped off. Yeah, let's take some. Yeah, throw you out the door. Oh God, I can laugh about it now, but look back on it, it's just like, because I know of marriages, and I've heard of stories, many stories of marriages that they don't really succeed and stuff. And actually they can, even through the tryingness of times, because we've had ours, the missus and I. So but it takes two to tangle. You can't just be one. They can't be just one-sided. Some subjects I'm one-sided on. She wants to move, I don't want to move, and stuff like that. And it's a give and take there. But I like Tioga County. She's, if we win, I always tell her, if we win the Mega Millions or something like that, if we win the Mega Millions, you won't see me on this thing, on this internet, for at least a couple months. I'm going to be a hiatus. That's my bug out plan. But I said, if we, in this day, this time, and this day and time, it costs a lot to live. We're real fortunate. We live in a small community that we maintain our living. We're frugal. I'm cheap. She's frugal, and to move is a big step as far as that goes. You see people that they're on their second. They bought a first house. They're on their second house, getting ready to buy a third house or something. I don't know how they do it. I don't want to go in. I don't want to be in debt. That's the one thing. And this is very financial savvy that we've. Um, I'm just if I had the checkbook and I'd be spend, 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 spend. I didn't have two pennies to my name when I married the missus. I was in debt. I owed my mom $2,000. So, so a lot's changed since then. So, but it's a very expensive to live like today, and everybody should know that because of the prices going through the roof. My gear is the gas prices. Gas prices. Oh, they're coming down. No, they're still too high. By at least $1.25. They could be less. Um, and that's a fair price as far as they were that some 3.5, 4 years ago, and they can be that less again. Prices aren't going to be going too skyrocketed because last night I just thinking of this now the longshoremen's strike that's on the East Coast has been postponed. They came to a mutual agreement on the wage side. I guess there's other items they got to talk about, but they're going to address that. I think I posted it. What was on my? I posted it last night when I was going to bed. Yeah, U.S. port workers and operations reached a deal to end the coast for the union. It's a New York Post. I think the strike, which snarled incoming shipments at dozens of ports stretching from Maine to Texas, will end at least until January 15th. So they put it off to the side, say, "Hey, here's some extra money. Can you?" So that won't tangle up the holidays, which I think the longshoremen's strike out in California several years back. That did cause an impact to the country, and so the one here on the East Coast is and going all the way down to Texas into the Gulf. That's because they're two different unions, I guess. You got the unions on the East Coast and Texas, and then over there in California. So that's good news. At least that won't be the headline. That's one of several items that are in major events that were happening here this last week or two. Well, no, they started striking. They walked out Tuesday, so it's a good thing. So my hat's off to those negotiators. Just wait for the current administration to say they take credit for it, where it's like they might have injected something, but they take credit for everything, it seems. Whatever. We won't go down that road. So let's see. So winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. I don't know how I got off on a tangent there. So you want to be a winner. You want to try and succeed every day. Yeah, they're making lots of money, but there's a lot of stuff that comes through there. So I think it's gauged. Let's just say being a longshoreman, Tina. I just know from firsthand experience. Not that I was a longshoreman, but as far as what they do and stuff, that's a pretty rough job. And they're out there in the weather conditions and all that and stuff like that. So I think currently they're making I was surprised they're only making $50 to $60 an hour. I think they got $5 raises across the board on the different levels. I got an electrician. I pay $90 an hour, and I'm glad I can pay that. When we had our electrical problems, that's how much electricians are paid. So if an electrician is paying more than a longshoreman, it's a little off kilter. My niece's husband, he makes much more. Yeah. Oh, okay. More than $60. I'm just saying what the press was saying. I imagine they do make more. But it's something that there's a lot of stuff that comes through the port. So we want some skilled people that know what they're doing. That's a choke point for our economy. When we're looking at them going on strike, which would prevent the movement of goods, which would cost billions and billions of dollars each day, as far as because we're commerce is the lifeblood of this country. along with the people. So that was good news to hear last night. So that's a win-win right there. Let's see, our national day today. We didn't have any yesterday when I was doing the audio podcast because there was nothing there. So it was a blank. Yesterday was a blank set. Let's see, today we have World College Radio Day. Okay, that's cool. National Body Language Day. Okay. World Smile Day. Yeah, everybody should smile. It's smile. National Golf Lovers Day. That's good. National Manufacturing Day. That's a good one. Manufacturing. I used to work manufacturing. I worked manufacturing for 9 years down in Endicott, New York, at IBM, and so I can relate to the manufacturing field firsthand, very firsthand. I was right on the line there of a lot of important things that were happening there in the world of electronics for big boards, circuit boards, and stuff like that. National Vodka Day? No, we don't need that. We don't drink vodka anymore. We're going to go with this one. This is another foodie. I like this. This is a really good foodie. I like this one. National Cinnamon Bun Day. Who doesn't love a hot cinnamon bun, right? Oh my God, what a good. I wish I had one now with a hot cup of coffee. Let's see what this one's all about here. If it ever comes up. Let's see, how's our broadcasting doing here? What was that one? Oh, kick. Oh, I'm missing the thing there. Okay. I think I can look at it from here. I think I've got that over on here. Okay, stream's doing good. Yeah, yum. That's what I'm saying. If this ever comes up, what the hell's going on here? Here we go. National Cinnamon Bun Day, October 4th. Hashtag cinnamon bun. I hope that's what it is. Yeah, Cinnamon Bun Day. Hashtag cinnamon bun day. National Cinnamon Bun Day on October 4th sweetens us up with a Scandinavian pastry. I didn't know that. It's Scandinavian. Oh, that's interesting. The delicious food holiday happens when a warm bun swirls together a yeast dough, sugar, and cinnamon. Served with coffee, tea, or enjoy with a good book, a friend, or a dance party. Don't judge. Its comforts are on a chilly fall day, and that's good. Despite all the sugar, and there's a lot of sugar in it. Let's be frank there. In the recipe, cinnamon comes with many benefits since it's loaded with antitoxins. It protects cells from free. Trying to justify it as a health food here. Protects. That's the cinnamon. Now, I think there's more sugar in it than cinnamon, but anyway, protects cells from the free radicals that may play a role in heart disease and cancer. It also helps reduce inflammation. Cinnamon may lessen or help fight infection too. These properties are also beneficial of antitoxins. Another benefit includes reduced risk of heart disease by lowering blood pressure, bad cholesterol, and triglycerols. And Tina's laughing. Amish makes some real good ones. Oh yes, they do. Yes. My mother-in-law, my wife's, the missus's mother, she made some good cinnamon buns. She made some very good ones, and so there we have it. They had first bit. They're trying to make it a health food. It sounded like in the description. They're good. They're good. And we don't have them all the time. I think it's been quite a while. But hashtag Cinnamon Bun Day. Yesterday, like I said, we had the audio podcast yesterday. We talked about black holes and I guess the way they're looking at them and taking pictures of them. They have an upgraded way of looking at it. I didn't realize they took the pictures with various radio frequencies in the 230 gigahertz range, I guess, producing multi-views of a region immediately outside the border of the cosmic beast called the black hole. You know the picture, the orange donut? Well, they're refining that to get a more clearer picture of the different colors that are actually in there. So they're focusing in the picture, and they're using observatories around the world, and they're using radio transmissions, radio waves to take the pictures there, to come up with the picture. So that was the interesting story I presented yesterday during the audio podcast. And we didn't use the phone yesterday. We used the Audacity on the. They updated the Audacity, and it worked out pretty good on the computer. I might be using it on the computer for a while, and which brings me to the point on the audio podcast. This broadcast is repurposed over there on my Spotify for Podcasters webpage, and it's on Spotify. So you can, if you Google at Fireman Rich on Spotify, you'll find my Spotify channel, and I'm on a host of others. I'm on iHeart, Amazon Music, Apple Music, I guess, whatever it is, all those podcasts. If you just check and see if I'm on the @ Fireman Rich, or just Fireman Rich, and you'll see. So it takes a little bit longer because this is like an hour plus broadcast, but the audio is posted up there on Spotify and all those other fine social audio podcast platforms. Oh, iTunes is the other one. I'm on iTunes. So, which is good, because next month, I got thinking, next month is November, and that's the audio month. That's the audio month. I take the audio month challenge happens. It's the original audio month challenge, because there was some side audio month challenge that we used to do. I can't remember its name, on Audio Boo, that we did many years ago. That was a spur off of the original. I went back to the original because they ended up moving it from November to May, and then they moved it to June. I guess whoever was running it, stuff like that. And I wasn't too happy with that, moving it from November. But they wanted to move it to try and make it separate. But the original audio month is next week, just to give a pre announcement of it. And repurposing this broadcast will help me get through the 30-day challenge. So I could probably talk 30. You give one audio each day, and you tag it as audio month, hashtag audio month. And the challenge is to do an audio each day. And I can do that no problem at this point. So that's another benefit of repurposing. Why not? You can do it. So and I appreciate the people that are listening right now on the audio side. Thank you very much, because it is noticed that there are people listening to the morning coffee broadcast that's posted up there on the Spotify and all those other fine social media platforms. Now, we didn't get any history on my one listing. It didn't come up for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on there. No, that's not going to work. So on this day, in history, let's see what we got here. Back in 1957, it was a Red October. Red October on October 4th, 1957. The space age began as the Soviet launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite in orbit. And that really freaked some people out back in the day. The Russians, the Soviet Union, launched Sputnik 1, and that started the space race. As far as that goes, seeing that satellite. And I guess I've seen satellites. If you stand out there long enough and you know when they're coming over, I've seen satellites. They're not as bright as this International Space Station when it flies overhead. But if it's really dark and you can see the stars and everything's dark, you can see one just gliding across. And it's sort of, you can almost see it's lower than the actual where the stars are at stuff. So 1957, the space age began. Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1. Also on this date, 1777, George Washington's troops launched an assault on the British Germantown, Pennsylvania, resulting in a heavy American casualties. I wonder if we won that. Let's see. In 1965, Pope Paul VI became the first pope to visit the Western Hemisphere as he addressed the United General Assembly. 1970, rock star Janis Joplin was found dead in Hollywood in a Hollywood hotel room at age 27. Too young. I think it was drug related or something like that. So we're talking about space. In 2004, on October 4th, the Spaceship One rocket plane broke through Earth's atmosphere at the edge of the space for the second time in 5 days, capturing the $10 million prize aimed at opening the final frontier to tourists. And that marked the beginning of commercial space travel. So let's see, that's there. Let's go to 100 years ago. Well, it would have been Wednesday, which was the 2nd. Let me bring this up. Let's take the text off, and let's see. We'll go to. Oh, let's see. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, we'll line that up and see what this has to say. 100 years. See what Luther Rogers. It's not Roger Luther. It's Luther Rogers has to say on Fox 40. Full disclosure: I don't have anything. I do not work or have any association with Fox 40. We just like listening to 100 years ago from Luther Rogers. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. We got that there. Put that there, and we bring it up, and there it is. It's on the board. Let me pop my camera down, and we'll get this puppy going. Here we go.
Two horses on the loose in Binghamton and breaking flooding records. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in tonight's edition of 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, last night's downpour broke all 24-hour records in Binghamton. And this morning, the Susquehanna and Shenango rivers reached a height of over 17 feet, causing flooding throughout the area. At least 2 bridges have washed out, the Iron Bridge south of Cotellville and another one at Vestal Center. Several bands of gypsies who have been camping in tents around the area were visited by the police today and have now decided to move on within the next week. In an effort to encourage the study of music in all schools in Binghamton, instruction on musical instruments was started in 3 public grammar schools on the south side yesterday. And finally, police are trying to locate 2 horses that strayed from their stalls on Oak Street during the storm last night. And that was the news 100 years ago.
Oh, let's see. 100 years ago, the version of 911. Yeah, I'd like to report I got 2 horses missing. It's a funny one. That is funny. Yeah, I guess Wednesday, we 100 years ago when we presented it, it talked about the big flood 100 years ago. So I guess that was pretty bad. We had a bad flood in 2016. I keep on saying 2021 or 2000. Yeah, it was 2016, and but the horses were lost because of the storm on Oak Street. As far as that, and the gypsies who have been camping their tents in the area, they're moving on. Police visit them, and they decided, well, we're going to be leaving here shortly. We don't need the police, so they moved on. So where they ended up, I don't know. Do we have a follow up on that one? As far as that goes. Yeah, the gypsies they're always moving anyway because they don't want to tangle with the law as far as that goes. Let's see what else in history. Yeah, I just did all the history. We did all the history there as far as that goes. So I'm out of coffee, so we're going to go ahead and get a fresh cup of coffee. And I do have a couple more stories here. And let's see. We have let's see. We got a scam alert. We have there was something going on yesterday. Or no, the 2nd, which would have been Wednesday. But I think it's an interesting story. It's a railroad day. Was this past Wednesday, And then we have something on the food side that that's taken place. Something of an unveiling. I think we talked about this before. So we're going to go ahead and take a little break here, and I'm going to refresh my car. I'm still waiting for Jack. I haven't seen Jack this morning. I haven't seen him this morning, so he's sleeping in, I guess. And I will be right back, and you all sort of hang loose there, and we will return shortly. And we are back. We are back here on the Friday morning coffee for 10.04.2024. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X, here on Rumble Studios. We're also over there on Spotify for podcasters. So check me out on Spotify. We're going to repurpose this, not right now, but right after the broadcast, I load it up. And excuse me, we're just taking care of Jack. We found Jack came running down. He took him to the bathroom and had to clean up the kitty box and give him some food. And he's situated. So he slept in a little. He's prancing down there as I was just out in the living room talking with the family and stuff. And you can see him. He's just like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. It's like, okay, let's go. There we go. So yeah, that's good, Tina. Hey, Tony D, salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start today. Tony says hi. Okay, I think she's in the bathroom, Tony. So good morning, Tony. As far as that goes, coming in on the Rumble side, as we start our second half of the broadcast here, and Tony's saying from Rumble, hey, Tina, hey, Tina. And then also coming in on the Twitch side, we do this a lot. We go onto the different platforms to let them know. And Tina saying good morning to Tony D, who's down there in the great state of Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia, where he is saying that the weather there is 67 degrees Fahrenheit and 81. So it looks like it's a little bit lower temperatures there down in Georgia. Of course, we had a football game we'll get to here in a little bit. But last night in baseball, where's my baseball tab here? Let's see. The Mets won. And Tony, I reposted. Let's go ahead and bring this up here. This is Tony D's post there that had some news about baseball last night. And seeing that you're here, Tony, I'm glad you're here because it just reminded me I can bring this up here. Let's see, notifications. Thank you, Tony, for the like broadcast. I had to repost the correct title, and the link was right, but the correct title and such. I had it in the weekend edition last week or something like that. But there's some good news last night, and let me bring that up real quick here, folks. Let me bring it up because this is very important sports news. Very important sports news. And I'll go to my Twitter feed here. And there it is. The Mets come back in the 9th inning. I saw that. I didn't watch any of the game last night. I was focusing on the football game that I didn't watch, which surprised me of that ending. But this right here, I guess I looked at the box scores. They were winning 2-0 up until the top of the 9th, and the Mets come through with 4 runs in the 4th inning. Off of 5 hits. They have 5 hits, but Milwaukee, they got 2 runs in the 7th inning. And you figure 2 runs in the 7th inning, that's it, especially this importance of this playoff, wild card playoff game, I guess, last night. And I'm surprised. It just completely, but I guess I was watching the football game and I checked my X feed, and then Tony D there, he's at Tony Tone 163. 8 hours ago, puts this up, and the Mets made a comeback. So they're on to the divisional, where they have a big challenge ahead of them. They have a big challenge. They're going to be playing the Philadelphia Phillies tomorrow, started at 4:08. So they're in the divisional. Tigers are playing the Guardians. So I think the Guardians. That's Big Juice's, Steve's team. So we're going to be rooting for the Guardians on that side of the house. The Yankees play the Royals tomorrow at 6:36. And what are you scratching for, Jack? You got to go to the bathroom again? Okay, I'm gonna leave you right here. I'll be right back, folks. I got to check on Jack here again. Stand by. Maybe not. Okay, he's up in the window, so we got a visual on him. If he comes down off of the window, that means he might want to go to bed. He was scratching the rug. Usually that indicates that, I guess he just had a little frustration there as far as that goes. So we'll stay here. And let's see, the Dodgers will be playing the Padres. So baseball is in the playoffs. It's October, as far as, but I had too much emphasis on the football. So the divisional playoffs, is that a 7-game series? It's a 5-game series. Okay, 5-game series, and then it's the league championship. That's a 7-game series. No, that's a 7-game series. Let's see. Yeah, 5-game series for the divisional, and then we go to 7-game series for the league, American National League, and then the 7 games for the World Series, which is projected to start October 25th at the end of October. Wow. Okay, on football. For football last night, I went to bed. I guess I was falling asleep. I had to watch it right here on the computer because it was on Twitch, and I could have been bouncing back and forth to watching the TV here for the Met game, but I don't know. I'm just kicking back here. I'm sleeping watching the football game, and the game last night, the Tampa Buccaneers played against the what they're using it a lot now, the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Atlanta Falcons. Bless you, Tony D says good morning.
Good morning, Tony D.
There we go. But I watched this game all the way through. It was a very good game, and Atlanta was winning, and there was like 6 minutes left in the fourth. Or no, they went to overtime. Okay, they were the Falcons were up by I think 3 points, so they were able to come back. I don't know. I couldn't keep my eyes up for the life of me last night, so I went to bed figuring, okay, I didn't think they were able to get a field goal. Okay, so went into overtime, and I'm gonna have to watch the replay on this. It looks like, well, no, Atlanta won. They won in overtime. I just noticed the overtime thing. I just saw the score 30-36 here on it definitely went into overtime last night. The Atlanta Falcons won 36-30. That's cool. That's very. Oh, by the way, I did get my second cup of coffee. That's cool because that's the team I picked. I'm not sure. Who did you pick, Tina? I think you picked Tampa Bay. Let me see. Let's do because we do this thing Wednesday nights. I do a broadcast. Let's talk football. We pick. There's a bunch. There's several of us, 6 of us or 7 of us that we pick the wins and losses. And starting here in week 5. Let's see. We all got our picks in. Of course, I'm not sure about. Captain Rehab. I think he's out of the thing here. Let's see the picks for the first game. Let's see. I had Atlanta. Brian had Atlanta. Tony D had Tampa Bay. Tina had Tampa Bay. Ted Hicks had Atlanta, and then Michael Bathurst had Tampa Bay. So that's interesting. I thought I was going to lose one starting out, so I got a win right there. So I just got to keep on winning. I don't know. We're all fairly close and stuff like that, but but that was a good football game. I would have. God, I gotta watch the replay of the ending of that game now. I guess YouTube usually has some good. When they have a game, they do a preview. The highlights of the game. They just go over the highlights, and you can watch that. And you're watching the whole game practically in like 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Let's see, Tina. Tina said, Tony D. Yeah. Is Glick here? I'm sorry, Glick. I didn't see you there. Okay, pay attention to the comments, Rich. There's Glick from Nonsensical Network. Happy morning, happy Friday. Woo woo. Yep, it's a Friday. Glick, thank you for being here. Thank you for the comment there, my friend. Glick on Nonsensical Network. He has a host of shows over there. Check him out. He's on YouTube. He's on Twitch. He's on a bunch of audio platforms as far as that goes. I'm following his lead as far as to rebroadcast or take this broadcast. I saw what they were doing on his network, and I thought that was a good idea. So I'm starting to do that myself. And he even says more ears on the. Just like I told him about Rumble, more eyes on the content, right? So thank you for being here. And Tony C. He ended up saying he saw Glick. Hey, what's up, Glick? Both Tony D and Glick from Nonsensical Network, they have football broadcasts also on Sunday. First, Tony D's at 10:30. Bell Kings Fantasy Football. I got to think about that one. 10:30, and then at 12 o'clock, Glick on the Nonsensical Network. He has Unnecessary Roughness, where he has his panel of folks talking about football. And I listen to it because he goes into the beginning of I just turn the volume down because sometimes the announcers are just annoying. I just want to watch the game. So check them out on Sunday before you start watching your football. And then Tony, of course, let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. And Tina says, let's see, what did Tina say? Mets, yeah. I'm catching up on the comments here. Mets, yeah. And then Mets fans are loyal. We know they win eventually. Yeah, they win eventually as far as that goes. It's just, sometimes there's a drought there. Why isn't that going? Oh, let me unpin. We're back into the we can't unpin now. Let me try. Let's see. I can't pin the comments now. What the hell's going on there? Let's see. Let's unpin it there. Okay. And let's see. And Tina says she got the Bucks. Yeah. And I watched the car one. I watched the car one other night. Car one. Did I say something about cars? Oh, on Glick. Oh yeah, Jeff's garage. That was on Jeff's garage is on Sundays, right? Yeah, Jeff's garage. Yeah, the car one. He has a whole. He has something every night and stuff like that. He's doing something with his son, which I think is really cool, as far as that goes. I watched that on the replays as Cash's Corner. He does the which is cool. That's a different aspect and stuff like that. I like that father-son thing. That's a good deal to. And it looks watching the replay. Cash is having a ball. As far I would have loved to have this type of stuff back when I was a kid. You know, we had Tinker toys. Legos were the biggest thing when I was a kid when they came. Oh wow, look at Legos! You can connect 2 blocks. Now the kids today, they got the internet. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. And that's the thing about this internet. This past week, I've been playing a lot of in the afternoon. You know, like I said, today's my 38th wedding anniversary with the missus, and she puts up with a lot with me. And one of those things is I'm in this thing of playing games online, and one of the games I mentioned I love playing is PUBG Battlegrounds, and I've been playing a lot of it this afternoon. Well, it's either early morning and right around lunchtime and stuff. We play a couple hours. I don't do that often, but this game just rocks. But I'm on a squad of some good people. We have fun. We get our asses handed to us, but we're learning. There's a learning curve. I used to play this just by myself. And let's see. Okay, Tina, see you later. Hal's coming on. He's on. Is he on? Yep, I see him. He's on with Jim Figerty. So tell Hal I said hi. But I've been playing this PUBG with, and it's a different dynamics. Is playing it solo. You're just taking care of yourself. You're being very cautious. When you're on a team, it's like it's instantaneous. You got to make decisions quick. Let's see. Will this come up here? Well, that won't come up. Let me see. I got to bring it in from the phone here. Stand by, Glick. Let me bring this up. The comments pinning isn't working on the. I got to do a reset. Pin comment. Let's see. Glick says, dang, you know the show's better than the guys on the Oh, that's a good one, Glick. I like that. That is a good one. I know the show's better than you guys on the show. Oh, and thank you very much, Glick. That's very gracious of you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's our anniversary today, and 38 years. We were talking about it at the beginning of the show, so I'm still. We're gonna go out to lunch today. That's how we celebrate our anniversary. We're gonna go out to a place up at the Oakdale Commons. It used to be the Oakdale Mall. It's called the Beer Tree Inn. You can, if you Google Beer Tree Inn, Johnson City, New York, you'll see where we're going for our lunch. It's a really nice place. They make the best freaking cheeseburger I've ever had, as far as that goes, hands down. And plus, the beer is good. The beer is very good. So thank you, Glick. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just still laughing at that last one. I know the show's better than your crew. It's funny. Yeah, so check out the Nonsensical Network. They're a good bunch of guys. As far as they may not be everybody's pal. How can I put this? Show to watch and stuff, because they do, especially their Saturday night show. It's pretty funny and hilarious. It's long ass and stuff. That I'm lucky I can. What's Jack looking at? He's looking at something going down there. You got the birds out there. So, but thank you again as far as that goes. But the gaming, I'm just having a ball with it. It's very fun. It's a good game. I know Glick. He's told me that he's played Call of Duty. Call of Duty is very intense too. I got on there. They had a free weekend of the most current version of Call of Duty, and my God, it's unreal. It is because you got your teammates yelling at you, and it's the same thing in PUBG Mobile or PUBG. I don't play PUBG Mobile. It's PUBG Battlegrounds. Is the PUBG Mobile is okay. You get, that's a fun game and stuff, but PUBG Battlegrounds is just, it takes it to a different level, and it's a first-person shooter that I think it's the graphics in it are fantastic. Now, Call of Duty, I played the original one, and that's fun. But Call of Duty, they have so many variations. That was the same thing with what was the other first-person shooter I played? Let me see. Let me get this here. I still got the disc here because I still have a. Believe it or not, I still have a computer that's XP that plays. I have a whole host of discs here. I think, is this the one? Or is this the one? Oh, here's the one. This is, let's see, before I got Call of Duty, or did I get Call of Duty first? This one. I played this one. I've got a computer I haven't turned in yet, but this is one of the games. When I first played this game, it just blew my mind away. But they have several I got like 4 other discs, follow-up discs. So this is also on the Xbox and PlayStation. And let's see. Glick says, we definitely ain't everybody's cup of tea, but we have plenty of options. Thanks for this. Oh, you're welcome, Glick. You're welcome. Yeah, the Nonsensical Network. Give them a. They're on there. Like I said, every night. And Glick is right. It's not everybody's cup of tea. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Glick. Call of Duty is pretty intense at times. I like that PUBG was a little more chill, not as crazy. The Battlegrounds can be just as crazy. I'm finding out being on a squad because I haven't really played the squad version, and I've actually played ranked because the American PUBG server doesn't have you can't play rank on it. I'm able to play on rank because these folks are over there on the European server, and we have a ball. It is fun, and we usually play we're averaging about maybe 10 to 12 games, and that takes about 2-3 hours. So like I said, the missus, she's cut me some slack because I'm getting that look like years back when I'd be on the computer playing Lord of the Rings or Myth 2. Myth 2, is that right? I don't know. Shit. Let me see. Is this Myth 2? Yeah, this is the very first online game I ever no, Doom. I played Doom, but that wasn't on. This is the very first online game I played right here. Myth Soulbrighter. That's another one right there. I could still play this. There's a server. There's a private server. It's a public server that you can play this on. I play, and the thing about this, before I played Call of Duty, they had a mod to where, you know how you had Doom, that you could do mods and stuff like that. They had a mod where you could play. This is where you're up and you have an eye on a fly on the wall type view, and you have your forces and stuff like that. I don't know if you can see that. That's what some of the characters look like as far as the backside. This is Bungie. Bungie makes Halo. This came out before. This is like what year is this? $1998 this came out. This is the very first online game. And actually, I didn't have this. I had a bootleg disc. I was working at IBM. The guy, he said, oh, you play games on, I just played games on the computer. He says, well, you got internet, right? And this is back in dial-up playing this game. This is back in dial-up. So it's a fun stuff. I never look back. I used to spend hours playing this game. But they had a mod to where you could do, you had your army men and you would battle. And it was fun stuff. It's still fun stuff. Here it is years later, as far as that goes. Let's see. I'll put that back later. So I got too much junk on in the computer shelves. So that's always fun. Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty I loved. I ended up playing Medal of Honor. That's another first-person shooter. The current PlayStation and Xbox versions, you don't need to buy. Everything's online now. The PUBG Battlegrounds is online. I play it through Steam. Steam is a great place to play games. There's other games I play. I like Lord of the Rings. They have their own server, Lord of the Rings Online, and then Guild Wars. I like playing Guild Wars. But I haven't been broadcasting because this week I've been playing too much PUBG Battlegrounds, and I'm having a ball. It's so much fun, and that's the whole thing about the online gaming thing. It's fun stuff. It keeps the mind active too, which this delusional old man saying that jokingly now. This delusion. What's that?
Well, now you know.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah. You know. Yeah. The delusional old man here. I got to keep my mind sharp. And these games, there's data out there that says, can you play them too much? Yes, you can play them too much. And I reach my limit at right about 2 hours and stuff like that. I put a limit up because there's other stuff that has to be done. And but it's fun to be able to play with a good bunch of people over there on PUBG Battlegrounds, and we're having a ball as far as that goes. So Call of Duty. The only thing is, Glick, on the games there, like Call of Duty, and even on PUBG, you can't cross-platform. If you're on PC, you got to play PC. You can't cross PC on the Xbox. I don't know if there's ever going to be a game that does that. I don't know if maybe it's just because of the coding they have to do or something like that. But you're able to do Windows on Apple, and you can emulate Apple on Windows. So I don't know why they can't do that with the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Make them all, one playing field. I think a good person that's using a controller. I'm not a controller. The closest thing I got a controller when I was playing PUBG Mobile, I would put my phone in this thing. And this is like a controller here. The controller, you do have, I think if you're good at using a controller, you have an advantage over somebody using a keyboard. I'm using the keyboard when I play the online game and stuff like that. So it's just some interesting stuff there. Okay, let's see. I got excited talking about gaming. It's fun. It's just fun stuff as far as that goes. These discs that I showed you, these are I got like a box down below. It's in my last XP computer. So I'm able, whenever I want to pull it out, I haven't pulled it out in years, but it probably still works. One of these days I'll pull it out just to see. It won't be connected to the internet because XP isn't supported on the internet. So I would not connect it to the internet because then somebody might take a back door and frickin' scramble it and infect it with all the dirty, the antivirus. I couldn't even put updated antivirus on it, stuff like that. So that doesn't get. And I have a netbook too that's XP. So I'm sort of a dinosaur living in the past a little bit. But at least with the amount of time and the money invested, because some of those games they were well, the average game back then was what, about $35, $40. Now they're up to what, $60, $80 a game and stuff. I know I'm paying more than that for Lord of the Rings Online. I pay I think it's $15 for every 3. It's $5 a month or something like that. It comes out to be. I should have took the lifetime membership years back, but I did. But I don't mind supporting the server there. I like that game. That's my favorite game, Lord of the Rings Online and stuff. Okay, let's see. What else do we got here on the docket? I said we have some other stories. There's a phone scam story. Let me bring that up here on WNBF. Of course, the scams, you got to be aware of the phone scams and all that because us elderly people we can be sucked into these scams. And there's one that came up yesterday, and I'm always wondering, I can't turn that off. Oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do a reset. Let's do a reset. We can do a reset. Let me do a reset. Let me bring up my. Okay. We're on the phone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh my browser. I'm going to lose the chat in there, but that's okay because I think we got the chat on the thing. So, but this is off of my phone right now. I think, let's see what the audio sounds like. Okay, so this enables me to refresh my browser without losing the broadcast. So we're going to re-enter. The only thing is the chat that's on the browser, I end up losing. So, but I have it. Yeah, I still have it. I have the overall chat on the phone still. So this is the capability that I can use with Rumble, that if I have to refresh, and we used to have to do the refresh a lot back in the HAPS days, and even in the back in the Blab days, as far as that goes. If your browser was acting wonky bananas. Let's see, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Okay. Okay, how come? Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Okay. Let's see. Testing 1 2. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back on the thing here. But that's the mechanics behind audio check. Okay, as far as to go ahead and refresh. Back in the Blab days, we have to do this a lot. The things. Oh, refresh. And that wasn't just a HAPS thing. So we did it back in the Blab days on live streaming and stuff. The 4 block people and stuff. And so this is a way I use the phone. I have the phone as my producer type thing. I can see the comments. But when you refresh the browser, you lose all the comments in the browser chat. So we're back up again and stuff. And so I should be able to hit present because all my buttons were locked up. So that's the fix, the spur of the moment fix as a broadcaster to be able to do, because now, let's see, let's bring we'll bring up the WNBF article. So see, now I can use the button controls on the web page. So this is the article I want to talk about, the scam alert that's going on, that was being reported on WNBF, a local radio, AM, FM radio. Well, I guess they're FM. Yeah, AM is 1290, and I listen to and FM is 92.9. And what this is, are we becoming numb to the endless barrage of scams yet? No, not really. You got to stay up to date with them, because there's always a new one, or else they're rehashing another one. Let me see. Let me freaking turn that off. I don't want that. What the hell is this? So on your phone, online, social media, and in the mail, it is a never-ending way. There's a never-ending way of trying to scam you out of your hard-earned money. And that's the thing. You don't want to give money to these scammers. But it's never a good time to let up your guard when you receive something via one of those many sources that could be a scam. Recently, here in the southern tier of upstate New York, in the town of Vestal, the police were alerted we're alerting the public of another scam that is trying to extort money out of residents, stating that there has been a raise of thefts through phones and email scams. So they're using their own scam to scam you. As far as, hey, there's a phone scam or something like that. These scammers ask you to make an immediate payment. And when they ask you for an immediate payment, blow them off, especially if it's for, a payment card or something like that. But they ask you to make an immediate payment for one or several reasons, including to free a loved one out of jail or claim they are from a federal agency such as the Internal Revenue Service. They're going to come knock. The Internal Revenue Service, they're going to be coming knocking at your door if you're involved with them. The Border Patrol or law enforcement agencies, they call or email. The call or email presents as a sense of urgency. So take a breath, look at it, look at the email. The email address is a dead giveaway that's a fake. The Town of Vestal Police Department stresses that law enforcement agencies will never ask to provide credit card or banking information over the phone. And you shouldn't really give it to unless you know it's a legitimate, we give it to online to Amazon. Those are secured sites, okay? But somebody haphazard, oh yeah, give me your credit card. No, don't do that. Nor will law enforcement ask a person to purchase a gift card or other redeeming item. They don't do that crap. If you believe you are being scammed, hang up immediately. Search the internet for the agency the scammer is attempting to claim. And that's all you have to do is a simple search. I look at the email. The email, it's a Red Cross, but they have a Gmail email. No, it's fake. So again, if you believe you're being scammed, hang up, search the internet for the agency the scammer is attempting to claim they are from, and contact the correct agency directly to verify. Because we've gotten email, my local bank or something like that. I'll give the bank a call. Hey, and they'll say, Rich, we don't do that. I says, yeah, I know. I'm just figure I should give a chance to say hi. And we have a laugh over the scam that they're trying to do. So I'm on top of this, and I want to warn other people. They need to be on top of it. Okay. And but it's believed, okay, the Town of Vestal Police, that's in Broome County now, suggests it doesn't matter if it's just in Broome County. It can happen anywhere. So that's why I'm blanketing it to every place around this great country of ours. But the Town of Vestal Police Department suggests you share the information immediately with others, including elderly family. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing it with other people. We have scammers out there. Don't get sucked in. They are the persons, but your family, friends, and neighbors, they are the people most that you need to talk to. Because older people, like myself, they try and suck us in. Many locally have lost thousands of dollars to past various scams. So don't get sucked into the scams. And I say that primarily as a public service announcement, in a sense, I guess, because I hear these stories like, oh my God, they did what? They sent $10,000 in Target gift cards to this person that says, oh, they need to do that because the IRS said so. No, don't do that.
The IRS takes payments and gift cards, sure.
What's that?
Sure, the IRS takes payments and gift cards.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Common sense, because it says, oh yeah, sure, the IRS they take gift cards. No, common sense. Use common. That's what the missus says. So she's listening to the broadcast here. Okay, so there we have that one. Let's see. What's the other article we have here? Back out there in just 20-minute drive to the west of where I'm at here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We have we had something that was going on Wednesday. that and this is October 2nd was declared Erie Railroad Day in Elmira, New York, marking 175 years of railroad history in this area. We got train tracks right across the river here, the Susquehanna River, where I'm living at, and we can see, or I can hear them. I can hear them. So let's see. Is this the article? Yeah, here's the article right here. So let's see. This has a video. So we're going to go ahead and listen to the video and see what it has to say. So stand by. Let me make sure I turn this up here. Okay. Let's see what we got here.
75 years ago, the first railroad train made its way into Elmira. Today is Railroad Day in the city of Elmira. It's about saluting the city's long railroad history. October 2nd will be Railroad Day in Elmira every year. Mayor Daniel Mandel read a proclamation making that so. And local business leaders agree that railroads help build Elmira and will continue to be a critical piece of the city's fabric.
At that time, it transported a lot of goods, also transported some of our Civil War soldiers to the different battles throughout the South, and also was a dropping point for the Confederate prisoners of war. So there's a lot of history here with the railroad. Not only did it provide commerce, it provided a lot of jobs.
The former Elmira train station is owned by the Hilliard Corporation. The former railroad next to it, rail yard rather, next to it, is owned by Norfolk Southern. A toxic cleanup is ongoing at that location after chemical waste and train parts were found buried underground.
So it was national, or not national, it was just a railroad day there in Elmira, New York. And I often talk about Elmira. That's where the final resting spot of Mark Twain. Yes, I was getting there.
Oh, okay.
We have the missus joining us in the studio here, having her breakfast. And so it was 175 years ago. So that was pretty cool. And we have railroads here in the southern tier. We have, like I said, right across the Susquehanna River there, we have a railroad. Let's see. Let's go ahead and share this one, the next article. So I like trains. You know, trains are the backbone that made this great country of the United States to what it is today. If we didn't have railroads, we wouldn't be the great country. The railroads spanned across the country, bringing people, goods, and services to every corner of the United States. And railroads, they're around the world as far as that goes. What's that?
Need to get back to railroads
Yeah.
so people in rural areas can go from point A to point B without a car.
Well, they have buses too, so that's why they got roads. I don't know. It's just railroads can be expensive too, so I don't know. Maybe that's the drawback on the railroads. But let's see. Our next one, we talked about this before. Oh, no, we don't want that. Oh, hang on. We want that was the article we just talked about. This right here, you know who these two guys are, right? Well, we talked about something that's happening over there at Wendy's, and the fast food chains, SpongeBob Krabby Patty meal. There's where we can go to lunch. Let's go.
Anniversary lunch, Krabby Patty.
we can go there for our anniversary lunch. Get a Krabby Patty. And I don't think it's going to be, Krabby Patty. Does that mean it's going to have crabs in it? No, it's going to be beef. But Wendy's on October 2nd, which was Wednesday, unveiled its take on the iconic Krabby Patty burger from Nickelodeon's cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants. Like I said, this Wednesday, the fast food chain officially announced its partnership with Nickelodeon and Paramount in a post. They shared on X, their X account, for the limited release of the Krabby Patty collab set to hit restaurants. Oh, this day hasn't hit yet. It's October 8th.
Oh,
So maybe we'll go out to lunch next week.
Maybe we can go out. Oh, okay. Someplace better today.
A photo of the meal will be shared by discussing Film's X account. Okay, I'm not going to go there. But first, look at Krabby Patty meals include a real-life Krabby Patty, comes to Wendy's on October 8th, discusses the film. The Krabby Patty meal includes a Krabby Patty kebab burger, so it is a burger, which includes a top-secret Krabby kebab sauce. You know, the sauce it's all about the sauce, even though it's Thousand Island sauce on the Big Mac. Paired with a SpongeBob-inspired, I think this is what the missus likes, pineapple under the sea frosty, and a hot, crispy medium fry. So let me see. Let me go. Let's see. There's the post from Wendy's. Breaking news, as far as that goes. The Wendy's Krabby Patty collab. So I wonder what the meal. I'm just curious about that pineapple. The pineapple. Pineapple drink. That must taste pretty good. What's it called? Inspired pineapple under the sea frosty. A frosty. Oh, here's a picture of it. Here we go. Here's a picture of it. There's a picture of it. It's like a Happy Meal. Or is that? Yeah, I guess it has its own little box. It's like a Happy Meal box from Wendy's.
Gee, is it for children?
Oh, that pineapple frosty looks really good. It's like a vanilla with pineapples sprinkled in the. Wendy's is always a good place to get a burger. Better than McDonald's here locally, I think. Let's see. As far as the potential partnership between Wendy's and Nickelodeon was initially reported after a leaked company memo, and that's where we got the article here, I think last month, shared on Reddit. Oh, this is in August, it says. In August, that's right. We talked about it in August. But starting October 8th, get ready to deliver the magic of cultural phenomena. You can't get enough of SpongeBob SquarePants. He's a good guy. You know, and the release of this meal is to celebrate the show's 25th anniversary this year. Wendy's will introduce its own version of the iconic Krabby Patty as part of the exclusive Krabby Patty collab with Paramount. The apparent memo stated, that's what's the memo. The limited time offer is available in a meal for adult consumers and fans to experience it across. This is only in the U.S., Canada, and Guam. So this is an exciting moment for Wendy's, and we anticipate that both SQR customers and SquarePants fans will turn out for the big way for this limited experience. That's what the memo said. So that's pretty interesting stuff there. And so that's the article for SpongeBob SquarePants. So that's pretty good. I like that. I just want to get one of those pineapple frosties. That's a bit, the burger's going to be a burger, right? It's going to probably be a decent burger. The French fries, Wendy's, I would put above McDonald's right now, because me and the missus, we go to McDonald's maybe once every 2 or 3 months. Yes. The last time we went to, when we went up to the trip to Ithaca there a couple weeks ago, that was a good McDonald's.
The Ithaca one was delicious.
Yeah, that was good McDonald's.
That was like a McDonald's.
But our local McDonald's, especially the Weagle one, the one here in Owego, I won't even step into the place. I'm done with that place. The one in Sayre isn't that bad, but Wendy's is, I've never had a bad burger at Wendy's. Never.
Well, for an extra $5, you go to a local restaurant.
Yeah, for an extra $5, that's what we're going to probably do this afternoon. I'm going to be having a good cheeseburger at the. I love their cheeseburger. They have, it's a quarter pound, and it's grilled. It's and the French fries there. Plus, I can have a little beer in the afternoon. There we go.
Go to Geneva to that place.
Hmm?
We can go back to Geneva.
Yeah, we can go back to Geneva. That would I had the fish and chips there. Yeah.
Oh, or to the brewery. I was going to say to the brewery. The brewery we went to.
Oh, that place. Yeah. I forgot about that. I can't be. You didn't catch the name of that place.
I did, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't
say
remember. It was a real nice structure.
Dennis.
Yeah, that was a real nice structure. It's an old barn that was converted into a brewery. Yeah, the beer was good there. We didn't have any. They had dessert. I didn't have dessert, and I was just enjoying the beer I had. It was a good beer. Let's see. How much time we've been on? We've been on an hour 40 minutes. Let me go through. Let's see. Do we have anything on? Okay, we're done with Fox News. Let me check WEBO. WEBO. We're going to just go through the news here, see if there's any additional news, because you're not going to walk this morning? No?
I don't dare.
Okay. What's it like? Well, it's still foggy out. We got fog outside. Let's see. Local for Tioga. No, they're still talking about the Waverly VFW fundraiser this weekend, and Campville pancake breakfast this weekend. So,
there's nothing new.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Let's see. WBNG. Do a check here. Oh, this could be This is an interesting article. This is out of the University of Binghamton. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. This is an article with funding from the National Science, Binghamton University, Cornell, Syracuse University, and Rochester Institute of Technology are partnering to create the Upstate New York Energy Storage Engine. Oh, this is interesting. Let me bring this one up here. This is off of WBNG. Again, I have no affiliation with any of these news agencies that I'm bringing up on the articles. This is the first time I'm seeing this one here. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. Channel 12 WBNG is a CBS affiliate. And there it is. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say on this one.
National Science Foundation, Binghamton University, Cornell University, Syracuse University, and the Rochester Institute of Technology are partnering together to create the Upstate New York Energy Storage Engine. 12 News' Kevin Quinn was able to learn more about what this new partnership means for the future of the battery industry and our local economy.
This program puts science and technology at the heart of driving regional economic growth and development.
The Upstate New York Energy Storage Engine is bringing together 4 academic institutions and 2 other organizations at the forefront of the lithium-ion battery industry. The 6 groups are coming together to form a coalition. The goal, to make Upstate New York the capital of battery production. CEO Mira Sampath says workforce development is going to be key to success in the area.
From training at the high school level, to skilled technicians working with our community colleges, and of course advanced degree holders in next-gen engineers and researchers and research scientists who would advance battery technology.
Each institution will focus on a specific section of the partnership. RIT will focus on required safety testing for batteries to get to market. While here in the Southern Tier, Binghamton University will serve as the lead on research and development activities, Syracuse will lead workforce development, and Cornell will focus on accelerating technology from lab to market. Fernando Gomez-Becerro serves as director of the Runway Startups program at Cornell. He says his history working with startup companies will be essential within this initiative.
My role as a translation director is to make sure that we get companies that are just in that initial moment of understanding the technology, where they need to apply it, and then we super boost them so that they can quickly get to market.
The Upstate New York Energy Storage Engine looks to serve as a complement. working hand in hand with other area programs and funding already secured in recent years. That funding also pertaining to battery research and development. Kevin Quinn, 12 News, Broome County.
So that's the goings on at some of the local, well, people know, I think people around the country know Cornell. Cornell is a big college here, university here, the college university in New York State, Syracuse. But Binghamton University is, they have a professor there, and a lot of people don't realize this. The lithium battery that's in your phone, there's a professor that teaches at the Binghamton University here in the southern. It's in Vestal, New York, but the Binghamton University, Vestal's right next to Binghamton, so they call, I don't know, but Binghamton University, there's a professor that he invented the lithium battery years back. He teaches at Binghamton. I can't remember the gentleman's name. I've talked about him before. He's also been recently knighted by I think it was King Charles. Well, he got the letter. I don't think they do that sword thing anybody. I guess you get it in the mail. But this professor, he's taught for a number of years, and he was the developer of the lithium battery technology. So this particular subject matter is very, very important here in New York State, and the cooperations between just the cooperations of three. And Binghamton University is a major university. Okay, it's up on that level. It may not be as prominent as Ithaca or not Ithaca, which is another college, but
Cornell.
Or Cornell. Is Cornell in Ithaca? Yeah. Is it Ithaca College?
Ithaca College is there. That's a private college.
Oh, that's a private
Cornell.
college. Okay. But Binghamton University is part of SUNY, and Cornell and Syracuse, they're big time universities. But Binghamton University, they're you'd be surprised what's going on in Binghamton University, and the technology started on this battery collaboration in Binghamton University because when I was working at IBM, there was a co-op extension that went from IBM and into Binghamton University stuff. So I remember working there and seeing many of Binghamton University student in the labs there at when I was working manufacturing at IBM in Endicott, the birthplace of IBM, as I like to say. A lot of people don't know that either. Let's see, we got a comment here. Big Juice, hey Steve. The Guardians, they're in the playoffs, huh? We were talking about baseball earlier, so I mentioned your Guardians. We're going to be rooting for the Guardians. The Mets got in last night, and so who are the Guardians playing? Good to see you here. Steve's in the house. Yeah, the Guardians are going to be playing the Tigers. Can the Guardians beat the Tigers? That's sort of a local rivalry there, right? Yeah, you got the Ohio against Michigan again, but in a baseball sense. So good to have you here. I hope things are going good with you. And as far as that goes, there's let me pin his. He's coming in on the Twitch side. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go back to WBNG and see what we have here. Let's see. Anything else on the news? Oh, there's an Owego woman making sleeping bags for the unhoused, asking for donations. That's kind of her. Let's see. There's nothing there. Let's see. Let's check channel 34.
It's like you're grasping now.
Who's that? I'm grasping.
Yeah,
No, I'm just going over this. We're coming towards the end because I just want to cover the news thing aspect here, as far as that goes. And The missus is calling this grasping. No, it's just making sure, just checking the news. There might be an interesting article like that one from WBNG. I just came across that this morning. I didn't even look at it because sometimes they pop some things in the queue there on the news. Let's see. Nope, nothing there. So, and let's see. We're at an hour and 50 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left and get our day started and see what the day brings as far as that goes. And so I'd like to start out by saying thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl. Oh, nonsense. Oh, it's Friday. Why are constructor? Oh, wait a minute. We had something here from Glick. What did Glick say? Oh, coming in. What do you got, Glick? Oh, it's Friday. Why are contractors about? Because they want to get it done before the weekend, Glick. Oh, God, you got that going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I worked with many contractors at the day job there and stuff like that on the various labs in different areas and stuff like that. We had projects. They can be a hoot. But okay. I just wanted to get Glick popped in on the comments there. So from nonsensical nonsense, I can relate to that, Glick. I can. Okay. All right, folks. We're gonna go ahead and exit stage right. Steve, thank you, Steve. See you in the show. Yeah, not if I see you first. Okay. See you later. All right, folks. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, being in the chat. I want to say thank you, Tony D. Salute to you, sir, brother veteran, fellow broadcaster, good friend, and thank you very much. Thank you for Glick from Nonsensical Network. Make sure you check him out. Just Google nonsense or go on YouTube and check out Nonsensical Network, and they have a broadcast on every day or every night, just about. They're pretty engaged and stuff like that. So check out Glick and his gang of ruffians there on the Nonsensical Network. And I want to say thank you to who else was here? I think Big Juice came into the house there. Thank you, Big Juice. Steve coming in from Ohio. Greatly appreciate you all. And let's see, is that getting a little too loud? No, that's not too loud. That's just loud in my earbuds. But thank you very much for watching, being in the chat there, folks. Thank you for those people who listen. Thank you for people watching on the replay, as well as those listening on the audio pod there on Spotify for podcasters. Greatly appreciate. This is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over there on X. That's my mainstay. Or else just Google at Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at. There's plenty of links in the description on whatever platform you're on. So check it out there and you'll see what we're doing. But X is my mainstay as far as that goes on all these fine social media platforms. So you guys have a great Friday. We made it to the weekend. We're going to go ahead and enjoy the weekend. You're going to enjoy the weekend, Glick, once you take care of those contractors and you're out for the weekend. So we'll see. You'll get through it. All right, folks, you all have a great one. Enjoy, live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. And thank you very much for a great broadcast. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, folks. Ciao for now.